Cloud Practitioner Certification, Technology section, Storage. First topic, Instance Store. Instance Store is a block storage similar to a hard disk. It's attached to the host, which your EC2 instance runs on. Because of the same reason, if your EC2 instance is terminated, the data on the instance store is also lost. Next topic, Amazon Elastic Block Store, also called EBS. EBS is also a block storage. Unlike instance store, it is external to the host which your EC2 instance runs on. Because of this reason, the lifecycle of EC2 instance does not affect the data in EBS volume. If you stop or terminate an EC2 instance, all the data on the attached EBS volume remains available. When creating an EBS volume, you have to define the type and size of the volume. After creating the volume, you can attach it to an EC2 instance. EBS volumes are used when you need persistent memory. Next topic, EBS Classes. EBS storage is divided into two major classes. They are SSD-backed, HDD-backed. SSD-backed storage is good for workloads which need low latency. For example, running a general SQL database. A file system can be created on SSD-backed EBS, so it can be a boot volume. HDD-backed storage is good for workloads which need high throughput. Their cost is lower than SSD-backed storage. HDD-backed storages are good for big data and data warehouse applications. It cannot be a boot volume. Next topic, EBS Snapshots. An EBS snapshot is an incremental backup of an EBS volume. An incremental backup means that the first backup copies all the data, and the subsequent backups only copies blocks that have been changed. Next topic, Amazon Simple Storage, also called S3. S3 is an object storage. Object storage is a storage that allows you to store data as objects. Objects are organized into buckets. Let's do a brief comparison of block storage and object storage. In block storage, data is stored as blocks. When updating data, only changed blocks are updated. In object storage, data is stored as objects. When updating data, the entire object is updated. Block storage has to be provisioned. Object storage is managed. Block storage is deployed on a single availability zone. Object storage is global. It is deployed on multiple availability zones. It can also replicate between regions, which is called cross-regional replication. Block storage is used to store local data for fast access. Object storage is used to store larger files with high availability and scalability. Next topic, object. An object consists of three components: data, metadata, and key. Data is the object data such as text, audio, video, and image. Metadata is information about data such as the size and type. Key is the object's unique identifier, which is used to access the object. The maximum file size for an object in Amazon S3 is 5 terabytes. Objects can have versions. Next, we are going to talk about S3 storage classes. S3 has multiple storage classes. I will go over the most important classes. First, let's List all the class names. Standard, standard infrequent access, intelligent tiering, Glacier instant retrieval, Glacier flexible retrieval, Glacier deep archive. Standard class is for frequently accessed data. Data can be retrieved within milliseconds. This is the most used storage class. Standard infrequent access class is for infrequently accessed data but need faster retrieval time. This class provides lower storage rates than the standard class, but it provides the same retrieval time as the standard class. Then how does this class provide lower storage fee? Here's the thing. Objects are charged for minimum storage duration of 30 days. Intelligent tiering class is for data with changing access patterns. S3 monitors the access patterns. If you haven't accessed an object for 30 consecutive days, S3 automatically moves it to the infrequent access tier, which is S3's standard infrequent access. If you access an object in the infrequent access tier, S3 automatically moves it to the frequent access tier, which is S3 standard. All the Glacier classes are supposed to be used for archived data. They all provide lower storage fee at the expense of longer minimum storage duration and slower retrieval time. Glacier Instant Retrieval class is for archived data that requires immediate access. This provides the same millisecond access time as the standard class, but data is charged for minimum storage duration of 90 days. Glacier Flexible Retrieval class is for general archived data. It provides 1 minute to 12-hour retrieval time. Similar to Glacier Instant Retrieval class, data is charged for minimum storage duration of 90 days. Glacier Deep Archive class is for deep archive data. It provides 12 to 48 hours of retrieval time. Data is charged for minimum storage duration of 180 days. Glacier Deep Archive provides the lowest storage cost. Now let's take a look at S3 storage classes feature summary. We are going to order the classes. Let's say at the top there are classes with high storage cost, low access charges, low retrieval time. At the bottom there are classes with low storage cost, high access charges, high retrieval time. Note that storage cost and access charges are inversely proportional. If we order the classes from top to bottom, they are as follows. Standard, standard infrequent access, Glacier instant retrieval, Glacier flexible retrieval, Glacier deep archive. When deciding which S3 storage class to choose, consider the following three factors: access frequency, retention time, and retrieval time. They are characteristics of data. Compare them with S3 storage class charges and features. Access frequency is how often you access data. Retention time is how long you are going to store data. And retrieval time is how quickly you want to access data. Usually, access frequency and retention time is inversely proportional. To simplify, if I order the classes for most frequently accessed data with short retention time to least frequently accessed data with long retention time, they are going to be in the following order: standard, standard infrequent, Glacier instant retrieval, Glacier flexible retrieval, Glacier deep archive. The last topic of this section is Elastic File Storage, EFS. EFS is a scalable file system. As you add and remove files, Amazon EFS grows and shrinks automatically, and it is well suited for file sharing. EFS can be used only with Linux systems. Alternatively, FSX, supports connectivity to both Linux and Windows applications. Let's do a quick comparison between EBS and EFS. EBS is a block storage, but a file system can be created on a block storage. EFS is a file storage. EBS has to be provisioned. EFS is a fully managed service. EBS is associated with a single availability zone. EFS is a regional service. It stores data in and across multiple availability zones with the standard class. EBS does not automatically scale. EFS does automatically scale. EBS is generally used for fast access. EFS is used for shared access and high available data. EBS can also be attached to multiple instances with multi-attach mode, but still it's within a single availability zone.